All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, where we learn this knowledge, wisdom, and truth from. This is Lakamah from the Virginia branch of Great Millstone, back with another lesson. And I touched on this a couple weeks ago, but one of the elders, I believe it was the elder, elder from South Carolina, Salakia, he put up a lesson where, and if it's not him, my apologies. I watched a few lessons, but I believe it was him. He put up a lesson where some guy, I forget, he has a Hebrew name, but he said he just doesn't believe that the MOTB is what we say it is. And I just wanted to highlight this real quick because it's, here at Great Millstone, we go into words. We know the Old Testament was translated from the Hebrew to the English. The New Testament was translated from the Hebrew to the Greek, with the Latin to the English, right? So when you go into that word mark, and let me, for edification, let's go straight to it. Revelation 13:16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and rich, small and great, Salakia, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So when you go into that word mark, G5482, karagma, right? This is the definition. So if it's not, how can you say it's not a physical thing, right? It says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, right? So let me cut that off. The mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work. So let me go to graven in the Adam. Matter of fact, I'm using my other phone, so you won't be able to see it. But let's go into graven and see. Hopefully, we have the right. Yeah, right here. Sculpted, carved, cut into a desired shape, cut or impressed into a surface. So this is a physical thing that is going to be put into people. And the guy said, well, even if it, he tried to say, people get in the MOT, we call it MOTP, the C hip in their left hand, not just their right hand. So he's trying to be exact. Then he tried to say, what about the forehead? We're not seeing people getting the C hip in the forehead. All right, you might not see it in the exact front of where your skull is at, but we see the guy, ELON, let's say that. He presented the C-hip for paraplegics, people that aren't able to move as good as they used to move. He's presenting it that way so they can move how they used to move. So this is a physical thing. So when you see, and it says, let's go back to Revelation 13. It says, and he causeth all, this is 16, Salakia, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So how can, if you're trying to say it's something spiritual, how can that something spiritual prevent you from buying or selling? I'm just doing this lesson because it's just, me personally, I'm getting frustrated with people trying to go against the truth, man. These guys have no light. Matter of fact, I just thought of this, Salakia. Isaiah 8:20. It says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. These people are dim. If they have a little light, is a night light. You know what I mean? It's that light that hasn't been switched over and over. It's the light bulb that your grandma had in her living room by the nightstand, just enough so she could read a couple words on her newspaper or whatever, And so it's just a little frustrating because we know it's what it is. We know that the MOTB is the C-hip, man. And if you don't have the eye salve to get it, and you sincerely don't agree, hey, well, that's on you, man. I would go back to the drawing board and pray to the Lord so He could open my eyes. So there's two marks. You're gonna have the mark of the MOTB, right? And then you want the mark of exemption? Let's go to Psalms 91 and 7. Start at 5. I'll start at the top. This is good scripture. It's Psalm 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust. Pursuing the Proverbs 3 and 5, right? Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And that's the time we're going into, right? He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Let's go into what buckler means. Says a small round shield used to ward off blows. Hey, that's part of the armor of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? It's a shield. Okay. So, verse 5, thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Ooh, that's beautiful. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold this and see the reward of the wicked. So, hey, we want this mark right here, the Darwa, the mark of exemption. So when all this destruction is going on, we'll be covered by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, protected. That's what we want, man. We want to be protected. And how do we get protected? By loving the Lord, keeping the commandments. Fear Yahweh, keep the commandments. That's the whole duty of the men, the righteous men, I should say. And we'll see the reward. At Lord's will, we be the men. We'll see the reward of the wicked. And that's that destruction. The ICBM missiles and other ways, Let me get straight to it. This is the mark of exemption. Ezekiel 9 and 4. I'll start at 3. It says, and the glory of the God of Israel was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was to the threshold of the house, and he called to the man clothed with linen, which have the writer's inkhorn by his side, right? That's the angel, right? And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and it does not mean the land of Jerusalem, it means through the Israelites, right? Wherever they may be. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So we'll go to that mark, right? And this is in the Hebrew, right? All right, it's H8419. I don't know how they say it. They say Tav. I forget how to pronounce. It's Dawa. I pray I'm saying it right. Salakia. It says desire, mark. It says a sign of exemption from judgment. So that Dawa, That's what we're fighting for, man. We're fighting for that mark of exemption. So that right there is not going to be a physical mark. That is going to be a mark by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. The charagma in the Greek shows you right here. A physical carving, man. You can't get around that, man. And people have already taken it. And then the guy's going to try to say, well, what about the people that already been taken? They weren't forced. It don't matter if they was forced. It says he causeth all. That don't mean that these people were, that every single person is going to be forced. Because what about the elect, the ones that's not going to take it? You know what I mean? But in majority, everybody that's not of the elect are going to take this C-hit, man. No way around it, man. You don't got to believe it. We know it's going to come true. We just playing the game right now. Sitting back, enduring. You know? So I just wanted to add my 2 cents real quick. About to go to camp, do the work. I hope this was edifying. Till the next time, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Chahat HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone who rule well and teach well. Kwame Yasha Allah. Shalom.